Good, y'all. The UFC 321 main event between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane ended in a no contest, which means that Tom Aspinall retained the heavyweight championship. This fight ended because of a brutal two-finger eye poke from Ciryl Gane. Listen, we see UFC fighters get poked in the eye all the time. You know, the guy that Tom Aspinall was clout chasing for the past 2 years, Jon Jones, he's famous for, poking dudes in the eye. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the first or the last time that we've seen this happen. But, the fans were booing, man. The whole arena was booing Tom Aspinall because they wanted him to continue to fight. He kept holding one of his eyes. He got poked in both of his eyes, but one of them, I guess, got poked worse than the other one. So Tom was holding his eye, trying to recover. And the arena was waiting for him to basically continue to fight so we can see who's going to be the winner. You know what I'm saying? And Tom Aspinall basically told his corner that he could not continue to fight because he could not see out of one of his eyes. And the fight pretty much got stopped in the first round, bro. Like, who would have thought this would happen, bro? Tom Aspinall has been inactive for so long, and then his first fight back against Ciryl Gane, the fight ends up being stopped in the first round because of a no contest. So it was a huge letdown to the UFC fans. Me personally, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I wanted Jon Jones to fight Tom Aspinall because I think Jon Jones would have completely dominated him. I think Tom Aspinall is a hype job. And I think a lot of people just don't like Jon Jones. Now, I do have to hold Jon Jones accountable. He should have fought Tom Aspinall. But at the end of the day, when you've accomplished what Jon Jones has in the sport, you get to fight whoever you want to fight. And Jon Jones wants to fight Alex Pereira at heavyweight, which I believe is a much bigger fight than Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Alex Pereira is more popular. He's more proven. He has a better resume. I'd much rather see Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira, which might possibly take place next year at the UFC White House card. So hopefully that happens. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? So I turned the fight on late, right? Like once I put the fight on, that's when, Tom was holding his eye and Ciryl Gane is sitting there looking disappointed. He actually got on his knees and started praying, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like at first, I thought that somebody, just got knocked out or some shit. But I found out that Tom Aspinall got poked in the eye, and I was like, okay, let me just wait until, Tom recovers and they can continue to fight. That never happened, you know what I'm saying? And I was almost going to go on Twitter and say that Tom Aspinall quit. But when I saw the replay of the eye poke, y'all, bruh, Ciryl Gane, that was a nasty, brutal eye poke from Ciryl Gane, bruh. Like, he stuck his fingers so deep into Tom's eyes, bro. Like, pause, no diddy, bruh. Like, the eye poke was vicious, bruh. It was bad. It was really, really bad. It was almost like Ciryl Gane was trying to literally stick his fingers inside of the man's brain or something. Like, it was bad, bro. Like, it was a really it was a deep eye poke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you with your shorty and you getting it in and you just put the tip in, like, this wasn't the case, bro. It was the tip and a little bit more as far as the eye poke that Ciryl Gane did on Tom Aspinall's eyes, bro. So, it was bad, right? And listen, if the guy says that he can't see out of one of his eyes, if he was to continue to fight and he can't see out of one of his eyes and he gets knocked out, guess what? Everybody's going to clown him and call him a hype job. So I'd much rather see Tom Aspinall healthy and be able to at least see out of both of his eyes instead of continuing to fight, getting knocked out, and ruining his reputation in the sport. You know what I'm saying? So let me read y'all this article. It says, Tom Aspinall finally was looking to put his undisputed heavyweight title on the line for the first time Saturday against Ciryl Gane at UFC 321, but the fight ended in a no contest after an accidental poke from Gane to both the Aspinall's eyes. The event in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, did crown a new champion at strawweight. Nobody cares about that, bro. We talking about the heavyweight fight. It says another Aspinall fight ended in the first round. However, rather than the UFC heavyweight champion earning another knockout or submission victory, an accidental eye poke from Gane rendered Aspinall unable to continue. The fight was ruled a no contest in the first round. It was an unfortunate ending for what was shaping up to be a competitive fight, as Gane bloodied Aspinall's nose early in the fight and was competitive against one of the most dominant forces in the history of the UFC's heavyweight division. That's a little bit too much. Y'all putting too much on it, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop overrating Tom Aspinall like that, bro. Seriously, like, the dude still has a lot to prove in the UFC heavyweight division. Stop acting like he's better than Daniel Cormier or Jon Jones, because he's not. He still has to prove himself. Anyway, but Gane reached out late in the round and inadvertently poked Aspinall in both of his eyes. The fight was halted while doctors observed Aspinall, who stated he couldn't see. After several minutes, the fight was stopped as boos rained down the octagon. Is that all they said about it? Yeah, that's all they said. Listen, bro. I think Ciryl Gane was gonna win this fight. I think Ciryl Gane was gonna win this fight, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I seen the face-off for this fight, Tom Aspinall looked very nervous, bro. He couldn't stay still. He kept moving around. He was jumping up and down. And Ciryl Gane was just standing there looking like a stone-cold killer. And I was surprised. I was like, you know what's crazy? With all the shit that Tom Aspinall talks, he doesn't seem as confident in this face-off with Ciryl Gane. And listen, Ciryl Gane is a very intimidating looking dude. The dude is tall. He's very brolic, very muscular. You know what I'm saying? He is an intimidating looking dude. But this is why, bro, when you talk the amount of shit like Tom Aspinall's been talking to Jon Jones for the past 2 years, you got to be able to back it up, right? And even though this fight ended in a no contest, right, I think most people is walking away from this fight like maybe Tom Aspinall is a hype job. You know, he was losing the fight. He pretty much quit because he got poked in his eyes, right? We've seen so many fighters, you know, fight through eye pokes, you know what I'm saying? This guy quit, and at the end of the day, you know, it was only the first round. You haven't been in the octagon for like, what, over a year? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the next big thing. You're the guy that everybody is saying Jon Jones is afraid of. And this could be a Dominic, you know, this could be a Dominic Reyes 2.0, bro. Like if Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall end up, you know, having a rematch and Ciryl Gane wins by knockout, I think that this is going to be a Dominic Reyes 2.0, bro, because remember, we all felt like Dominic Reyes beat Jon Jones, right? But what happened to Dominic's career after that? Dominic, you know, Reyes just got his ass knocked out like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? He's lost almost every fight after the Jon Jones fight. And I'm starting to think that Jon Jones is doing voodoo on these dudes, bro. Like, seriously, bro. It seems like when a dude, you know, claims that he can beat Jon Jones or, you know, something like that, these dudes just after that, they just never, you know, like, look, like, for example, Israel Adesanya. Do you guys remember when Israel Adesanya and Jon Jones was beefing with each other? And we all thought that that fight was a strong possibility. We all thought, because at the time, Izzy was undefeated. He was walking through dudes. And we really thought that Israel Adesanya was eventually going to fight Jon Jones. And Israel Adesanya ended up losing fights, bro. I think he's lost like 3 or 4 fights since then. So I think these dudes in the UFC, man, y'all need to take notes, bro. Don't talk shit about Jon Jones. Don't call him out, because Jon Jones be going to the woo lady, man. He be putting voodoo on y'all dudes, man. Y'all start saying his name too much and calling him out and saying that he's scared of y'all and y'all can beat him. And then you guys end up going out sad, man. And I think that's exactly what happened today, man. This UFC card, this main event was a huge disappointment. Hopefully we can get the rematch. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you guys think that Ciryl Gane was on his way to winning this fight? I think so, man. I think Ciryl Gane was going to win this fight, bro. I don't think that Tom Aspinall quit because he felt like he was going to lose. I genuinely do believe Tom Aspinall when he says he couldn't see out of one of his eyes. And like I said, bro, like, I'd rather the guy have a rematch than continue to fight and he can only see out of one of his eyes, and then he ends up getting knocked out. And, you know, his career gets hurt because of that, because he had a serious injury. If the guy says he can't see, he can't see. Like I said, once I saw that replay and I seen how vicious the eye poke was, bruh, it was bad. Okay, it was really bad. Ciryl Gane claims it was an accident. And hopefully we can get this rematch at the... it's probably not going to happen at the top of the year because, you know, Tom Aspinall might have to get surgery on his eyes. And this is what people don't understand, bro. Like, we don't even know how serious this eye injury is, bro. You know, he may not be able to fight again. He may have to do surgery and sit out for, you know, the next 6 months to a year. We don't know. So we don't know what's going to happen, bro. Hopefully it's not that serious. if it comes out that there was no major injury to the eye, that's going to make Tom Aspinall look even worse. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think about this, man. This your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do you guys think Tom Aspinall quit? Do you guys think that Tom Aspinall was losing the fight before the eye pokes? Do you guys still believe that Tom Aspinall can beat Jon Jones? I never felt like Tom Aspinall could beat Jon Jones. Never. I didn't join the hype train, bro, but I know a lot of UFC MMA fans, y'all was really riding that hype train because y'all feel like Jon Jones is scared to do it. I don't think Jon Jones is scared of anybody. I think the only person Jon Jones is afraid of is himself. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I'm out.
Yo, what's good? You tuned in to Stay Wavy TV, your new spot for everything boxing, WWE, NBA, hip-hop, NFL, and the latest movies. Fast updates, real talk, and nothing but vibes. Hit subscribe.